Capricorn, look who's in a position of power. Celebration and recognition, that's all for you, baby. Time to take a leap of faith. Let me explain. Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome, my Capricorn friend, to the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot. I am Zachary. Thank you for joining me here this week. This is going to be your reading for October 30th through November 5th. So I'm just going to dive right down in here with your animal totem for the week from Spirit. So Spirit, what do we have for Capricorn for the week of October 30th through November 5th? You guys, thank you so much for all of your support so far, and into the future. I know, I love you. I know you guys are having a good time too because you're saying so. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Great ways to support me. And thanks to you guys as well. I'm already monetized after 3 weeks, which is just... So those ads that are playing on there, I do get compensation for now. Another great way to support me, if you could just let those ads play, I would really appreciate it. Or don't, it's up to you, but that does help support me even further to be able to get closer to doing this full time for you guys. And I absolutely would love to be able to provide more and more in this vein. So yes, check out your Rising Moon Venus and Rising Moon Venus. Sun, you're watching Sun right now as well to get a more complete picture of what's going on for your week. Cash App and PayPal links are in my description as well if you want to donate or tip. I love you. If not, I love you. Okay? All right, so let's get into it. What do we have for Capricorn? The Elk, nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. That means there's no limit to your ability to conquer challenges, okay, Capricorn? Which is a great message, especially dovetailing off of last week. You guys are becoming a real boy or girl or non-binary human by moving towards your goal, just getting out of your way as far as fear goes, becoming friends with your fear. I had a subscriber put that in the comments, and I am going to absolutely take that on. I love that. So becoming friends with your fear is what you're doing nowadays. So with the other signs as well, I have, the videos have been getting a little bit longer, got close to an hour, 40 minutes, trying to figure out a time that you guys like. I am getting more that people enjoy the 20 to 30 minute range. But then there are those of you who do want them closer to 45 minutes, an hour. So I think what I'm going to do is start splitting them up into 2 parts. One that gives the general reading, and then there's a more extensive reading attached to that in a second part, so everybody can kind of get what they want. So I'm shifting this up a little bit today. I'm going to take the love and career specific sections out of it. So we'll just stay with we'll do the general reading. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So, Spirit, what do we have for Capricorn today for the week of October 30th through November 5th? Let's see. What do I have for him, Johnny? The Devil. That's you, Capricorn. King of Cups. Queen of Wands. The Tower. Well. Temperance. Queen of Cups. And then Knight of Pentacles. And then we also have the World. Bottom of the deck here, 7 of Cups. So there is absolutely some indecision that's going on for you this week. I feel like this is energy that's been attached to your situation for a minute, like that fear possibly that you're struggling with. This is a card that is asking you, so under each of these cups, there are physical, emotional, or spiritual realm items. And to access them, it takes different routes of decision making through the physical, spiritual, or emotional realms. So needing to decide how you want to make a decision is a part of what's going on for you. And that's tricky. I mean, that's a bit redundant even. There's definitely still a need of needing to just get out of your way as far as fear goes. Start making friends with your fear, because that fear is only guaranteed to be real if you allow it to be. Okay? And I'm not being dismissive on, I said this to the other signs as well, because there are people coming forward with health conditions and things like that. I am absolutely not being dismissive or diminutive about that. Yes, it is understandable that there's fear attached to some very serious situations, you know, cancer, loss of, like, I get it, and that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is that fear is that anticipation of something that is going to happen or might happen. And the truth is, until something happens, we don't know what's going to happen. So being afraid is not giving into the fear, is what I'm trying to say, because fear is always going to be there. Giving into the fear is something that I'm challenging you to avoid, to fight that process. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. All right. The devil here is the energy that you're moving into the week with. And this is you. That's very much how I'm taking this. This is popping up as a very powerful position for you. Especially with the tower coming up, I'm definitely going to want to clarify that because, well, you know what? I think I might actually already have an idea. But yeah, so the devil is also talking about your your toxicities, your shadow, the things that are keeping you bound to a situation or to a process, something that may be making it difficult for you to move forward in some way. I do take this as, since this is your card too, you're in a position of power. You're in a place where you're making a huge transformation right now. And it is no easy feat. So it makes sense having the tower here, honestly, and we'll get there. This is something that you're addressing right now. Whatever's been holding you back has been fear. And like I was saying before on that, I'm not saying that I'm not trying to be dismissive that fear is there or that you may be experiencing fear, are experiencing fear. I am encouraging you, and Spirit is encouraging you to take strength, to be brave, and challenge that fear, because fear is always going to be there no matter the magnitude. And just in line with all of the other signs as well, I'll share with you guys too, decided to start opening up a little bit more about my story, or myself. So last year I was diagnosed with narcolepsy, and it is something that is, I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. It's not an enjoyable thing. And to expound on the situation, because of some comments as well, I am not saying that I'm sick. I'm not even saying that I need help with it, you know, because there's been my myriad of comments coming through like, oh, you know, I should take care of it by eating raw foods and I'll heal myself. I'm not saying that I need to be healed. I'm not sick. Western medicine, science, views what is going on with me as narcolepsy. And it has a specific set of symptoms attached to it. I have a very hard time staying awake during the day to the point where I fall asleep. It is not general tiredness. Yes, we're all tired, but my situation's a little bit different. And at night, I can't sleep. I have cataplexy attached to that, which is loss of muscle tone or ability to move my muscles with extreme emotion. And that is due to dropping into REM sleep. When I fall asleep, your body becomes paralyzed so you don't act out your dreams. That's what causes that. In a lot of other ancient cultures, they view what's going on with me as shamanism. So again, I'm not, just to throw that out there too, I'm not saying I need a cure or I need to be healed. I just wanted to share with you guys a bit about my story. I've lived with it my whole life. There are components of it that are sheer terror. The hallucinations that come with waking and sleeping and being in sleep paralysis a lot is absolutely terrifying. So I just wanted to share that piece with you guys so that you could get a glimpse or understand a little bit more to the best of your ability. When I'm talking about fear and challenging that fear or becoming friends with your fear, as I'm now adopting there, that's where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a place of experiencing massive amounts of fear for my literal entire life, to the point where, you know, I've had anxiety and panic disorders, extreme panic disorders that I've had to work through as well, because this would happen to me as a little child. I thought of a bunk bed when I was 3 years old, spent a week in the hospital, week and a half, had a seizure. They didn't think I'd walk or talk again. And since then, or since birth, we don't really know, you know, chicken or the egg. But I have had these experiences, especially at nighttime is when it happens. And I would go to my parents and tell them what was going on, and they would tell me it was in my head and to go to bed. So I was gaslighted my whole life over this experience. And fast forward to today, I've gotten a diagnosis, and I'm not, you know, I'm not here saying like, oh, well, I'm narcoleptic. This is my life now. Although it is, I do need to accept it. This is my life. It's not something that is changeable. It's not something that I even want to change, because it's what allows me to do what I do. I have a foot in multiple dimensions at all times. I'm never fully awake. I'm never fully asleep. And there are some really incredible things that I can do because of that. And throughout my life, I have had to face the definition of insanity and fear in order to survive here. So thank you for listening to me sharing that. I just wanted to bring you a little bit closer into my world and hope that you can understand a little bit more where I'm coming from when I'm saying, let's champion our fear, okay? So the energy that's not, back to you, Capricorn, the energy that's not important this week is King of Cups. This is going to be your mastery of emotions. So whatever it is you are doing this week, which I feel like is moving towards whatever passion project or new situation that you have been wanting to bring into creation for some time, is what you're doing. So your emotions, although your emotions are a huge part of manifesting, you do need to have that in its own spot, in its own lane, clearly defined and doing its job. Your job this week is not to focus on mastering those emotions. So it's important that you're keeping them in a positive place, not ignoring the negative, but keeping it in a balanced and healthy place. This is also a card that talks about being generous and loving towards others. Kings are the energy of giving in their suit. So it's important for you this week to save, what I'm feeling from this is to save that emotional energy that you do have for yourself, because you are in the process of manifesting something wonderful, okay? The energy that is important this week is the Queen of Wands. And Queen of Wands is that bitch. She is passionate. She is vibrant. She's exuberant. She approaches things in her life with a zest and zeal that others do not. She's that person that you work with that drives you nuts because they're just so happy every time you get to work. Is a morning person, an afternoon person, and an evening person. So you're being asked to emulate this energy because you guys are manifesting something wonderful right now. And to be fair, this is an exhausting amount of energy. Like, you're going to need a break after this, but I see that you have a break coming. Okay. So the energy that's important for you this week is to bump it up, not like the bump it, like they used to have to give you that volume. I might be dating myself there. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I was a hairdresser for 13 years too. So bump it. It was, yeah, good times before we actually started backcombing again. Anyway, look it up. It's right there with the Floby. So there's a little black cat here on this card. I'm feeling inclined to say. What I'm getting from this is the color black itself. Cats can be very spiritual and protective. They're not necessarily in the tarot. They don't have the best of luck connotations to it, but that's not what I'm getting from this. The black is a protective color, and cats can be protective as well. There's a need for you to protect your energy is what I'm getting. So same with this not being important, you sharing your emotional energy with others this week, you protecting your own energy for yourself. Your creativity, passion, and emotions are going to you right now, okay? So what it is good for, where it leads, is the Tower. And this is something that, if you've been following tarot, you know the tarot yourself. You read. This is probably not the card that you want to come up. However, yes, it is. Okay. So what I'm getting from this card, because it can absolutely, most of the time, it is a chaotic, destructive upheaval. What I'm getting from this is the energy itself. And that energy is necessary in order to push you through what this is actually saying, which is freeing yourself from a prison. Okay. Pushing you out of a situation that you need to be out of in order to go where you need to go. So I don't know the word because I don't speak, I think it's Mandarin, but the word for anger is the same word for the process that a seed uses to push itself outside in order to grow, outside of the shell in order to grow. That's what I'm seeing in this situation. You need that anger, that chaotic, destructive energy in order to create. And that's that's such a beautiful concept to look at creation that way. Just like giving and receiving, it's the same direction on the same wheel. Creation and destruction are the same direction as well. Creating is destroying is creating. And round we go. So that's very much what I'm getting from this energy. This is not a bad thing at all, you guys. This is exactly what you want. You are going to have the energy to push yourself outside of the boundaries that you have placed on yourself or others have placed on you in order to go where you want to go, wherever that may be, okay? So your challenge for the week, your bane, is Temperance. Temperance is a card of balance and harmony. It also talks about what I'm getting. Okay, so what I'm actually getting from this is cooling off is what's coming to mind, but it's more than that. There is a need to balance the extreme dichotomy, the polarity here. What I'm getting for most of you is that whatever this project is, whatever this new direction that you're wanting to take is, you have been vacillating between maybe even more than two directions. Bing, 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 bing. You've been having a hard time nailing it down. So what I'm getting from this, the challenge of the week here is to bring those two polarities into a singularity, to bring harmony and balance to that. That is what you need in order to successfully acquire what it is that you want to acquire. And that's going to be difficult for you because you've been struggling with that for a while. It's not an easy thing to do in general. And because you've been struggling with it for so long, it's a new skill that you're going to need to be building here. How do you bring two extreme experiences or potentials together into one? Well, I'm going to clarify it. We'll see. But wait, there's more. We'll find out. So Queen of Cups here. This is your blessing for the week. Sorry, I went to the gym today and my my arms are so tired. Just so tired. Queen of Cups. This is your blessing for the week. So tired, I'm just destroying my set. Queen of Cups is all about nurturing emotions. She's loving. She is kind. She is receptive. She's intuitive. So you're in a position this week where you're able to tap into those qualities of yourself. And thank God, because this, even though this is a positive force for yourself, is going to feel extreme, because it is. The Tower is a very extreme energy. It's what you need right now, though, and it will benefit you greatly. Part of that extreme, like I said, needing to balance that this week, that's your challenge. The benefit that you have in balancing that, though, is you are more connected to your interior world this week. So balancing your own emotions, you got Queen of Cups and King of Cups here. So King of Cups energy, that's not important. The difference that it's talking about is you're saving those emotions for yourself. You're avoiding this week giving those emotions to others. That's the difference. Queen is receptive. They're generous and helping sometimes too, but helping yourself first, putting your oxygen mask on first. You're avoiding the kings of the different suits are all about giving that energy back out to others through leadership. So you are tapping into this kindness, nurturing, loving energy, but for yourself, especially after the Tower that's coming through. Not that something's going to come crashing down, you guys. I don't feel that at all. I really don't. It may feel that way metaphorically, but that's the prison, the trap that you've been in that is coming down. There's nothing, I don't feel a job, relationship, anything that's going to be crumbling apart with you leaving sobbing. You're going to be the Queen of Wands here. You're going to be happy that this has happened. It may pinch a little at first, but Pinch your feet into those shoes. They look great on you. So the energy that needs to be cleared, that's blocked right now, King of Pentacles. Excuse me, Knight of Pentacles. This energy is consistent persistence. So you've been struggling with putting in consistent effort because you've been having a hard time getting started. I don't feel like it's even because you're not good at, I mean, you're Capricorn, you're all about it. You're all about that work. It just hasn't, you haven't had an ability or a possibility to put in consistent work because the work hasn't started yet. But it's starting, you guys. There is a new birth happening here, whatever your thing is that you're doing, whatever your new love child is. You, a project, a new hobby, new relationship possibly, but I don't really see that with that kind of energy. I think it's more to do with something that you've been wanting to do for yourself, a legacy type project. So the energy that you need in order to achieve the highest outcome here is the World. Two parts. I definitely feel that this is the end of a cycle for sure. So needing to end that cycle of not doing anything. If you've been stuck in preparation for a while, it is time to get started. You've been in pre-phase planning for long enough, and there's a point where you need to just move forward to try and to start learning as you go, because you can't prepare for everything. You're never actually going to be prepared, even as you're going. I mean, like this with this channel, I little over 3 weeks into it, and I'm definitely obviously still learning many things about it. There's a lot of overwhelming components to running a YouTube channel, especially one that is growing very quickly. Not complaining at all. It's been a wonderful journey, and I'm so excited to continue on. I'm just expressing that I took that leap too. The reason I waited so long, I started this channel actually in February, but I didn't post anything until a few weeks ago because I was scared. I was telling myself, you know, well, I'm planning, I got to get ready for this. I need to be more ready here or there. No. Nope. If you are breathing, then you are ready. Okay, Capricorn? You have breath, so get gone. Get gone, little doggy. So I'm going to clarify here with some oracle cards on the outcome and then this whole line here, just to give you a little bit of additional support from Spirit. If I can shuffle. Seriously, I don't know. I kicked my butt at the gym today. My my triceps are not wanting to function. That's another thing too with the narcolepsy or the cataplexy. When I do get tired, I tend to lose, you know, that kind of function. For the most part, it's my head might tilt to the side if I'm really tired, and my knees will buckle if I'm laughing really hard. But there have been few times throughout my life where I have dropped to the floor completely paralyzed, and that's terrifying. And that's really extreme stuff, like extreme anger and fear. But yeah, so you guys are going to see too, my energy levels fluctuate throughout a reading. They're going to fluctuate throughout different readings. That's just how it goes. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my table. So Tower is clarified by Leap of Faith. Temperance, pay attention. Queen of Cups, realignment. Knight of Pentacles, celebration in the world, recognition. So yes, just confirming that energy for me, the Tower, Leap of Faith, taking a risk, stepping into the beauty of the unknown. This is not a collapse that is catastrophe or calamity. How's that for alliteration? This is something that you have been asking for, whether in secret or outside. You've been asking for this energy to kick you in the butt. It's that your brother, your sibling, your older sibling that's pushing you off the cliff. It's me. Time to go, Capricorn. You'll be fine. I'll meet you down there. So Temperance is clarified by pay attention. Look out for signs from the divine. Acknowledge red flags. So with your challenge being bringing that polarity of you needing to land the plane into balance, you're being asked to look out for signs around you. There is support that's going on outside of you as well. Your angels, guides, ancestors, allies, ancient beings that you're connected with have been trying to reach out to you. If you're not in connection with them on a regular basis, they're not in connection with you. But they want to help. So you are being directed if you just look around. Try to step out of that need. What I'm getting is surrender. In order to bring that into balance, surrender. That dichotomy, that harsh polarity is coming from a split within yourself because you're trying so hard to bring it together. Woo, yeah, my gosh. And that's counterintuitive. So surrender and look around. You're being asked to, yeah, for the first time right now, I've never given that advice. Stop looking so much within and start looking without. Look around you right now, because there are messages that are being sent to you from outside of yourself that are meant to be helpful or that will help you move forward. Interesting. Okay. So Queen of Cups is clarified by realignment. Shift your perspective for a gained sense of clarity. So this is why the energy is important for you to keep to yourself in that way, as far as your emotions, not giving your emotional self to others this week, so that you have the ability to see what needs to be realigned. So you're being asked to, you guys are, I feel like you're already aware of what's going on inside, so much so that you are too fixated on it and it's causing you paralysis. So you know what's going on here. You're just being asked to shift the way that you're looking at it. And maybe the way that you're looking at it, which is what I'm getting from there, is what I said. Stop looking at it. Go take a walk. Go watch a movie. Go hang out with a friend. Go put yourself into the outside world where you can receive whatever message it is that you need to receive. Look for numbers. I feel like that's one of the best ways to start getting a message from whatever's trying to communicate with you, is through synchronicities in numbers like that. So pay attention. Check out Google, because it's all on there if you need to know what a number means. So Knight of Pentacles and celebration. Good times come from hard work, time spent in good company. And this is the energy that needs to be cleared, that's blocked right now. So this is just what this is telling me, because this is your hard work, your persistence, consistent persistence, tending to what needs to be tended to in order to get the gold. Get that gold corn, you're growing crops of corn right now. So the celebration that's coming from clearing this block is going to be something that you have been waiting for. I'll be here to celebrate with you, Capricorn. Yay! If you want to let me know in the comments what I'd love to know too, you guys. A lot of the other signs are definitely getting more involved with what's going on in their lives, and I will respond. I very much enjoy chatting with you guys. As long as I have the ability to continue to respond, I will. And even then, I'll probably overexert myself to do that. I want to know what's going on in your lives. It's something I enjoy. I used to do hair forever, like I said. It's a component that I enjoy, connecting with people. And I had to step away from the chair in that regard because I actually have a deformity on my hip as well. Nothing that you would like. I'm not walking around like you'd see me with a deformity, but it causes a lot of pain, and I just couldn't stand it, you guys. I couldn't stand as long as I needed to, 10, 12-hour days of standing was just too much. But I really, really, really miss connecting with people in substantial ways. So let me know what it is that you are feeling is blocked, or what it is we're going to be celebrating here soon, okay? I'll get ready. So the world, this is your energy that you need for the highest outcome, is clarified by recognition. Admiration for your hard work is coming. Yay, Capricorn, this is so exciting. I really want to know, what is it that you've been working on? Give me an opportunity to send you some love too, so that I'd love to encourage you, whether you want to put that in the comments, send me an email, whatever's clever. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, I'm going to do just one more card here as general advice for your week. What do we got for Capricorn? And I do still have, if you see this before the end of the month, my contest for the free read is still going on. Feel free to jump on the community page and enter. You got two, okay. And enter with the rules that are there. Okay, so Six of Pentacles and the Lovers, you guys. Six of Pentacles is going to be your give and take. You're being asked to pay attention to that balance. Having the Queen and King of Cups here definitely connects to that for me with this. So they're just giving you an additional red arrow pointing to this. Make sure that you are, because you've got two different messages actually going on here. Make sure that you're keeping your emotions for yourself, not giving your emotional self away to others. And that's because you've got manifestation coming in. Because after the Tower comes a star, and this is going to be like a stars right there. You're not going to be losing anything, except for maybe your mind. I don't know. If you're not ready for this energy, which you're not, but you will survive, I promise. The reason why you haven't been moving forward is because you haven't been pushing this energy into your life. So it's now being pushed into your life in the best possible way. So you're being asked to keep those emotions for yourself to create, but then you're also being asked to look outside of yourself for signs. So this is just reminding you of that balance. Keep that in check. You're fluctuating a couple different things. And with the Lovers, hey, you guys, I don't know. I do kind of feel like some of you may have somebody coming through this week, or somebody that may be just becoming a bit more sparkly to you in your eyes. Yes. And so typically I was doing the love and career. I'm taking that out right now, and I'll end up making separate videos for a while to see how you guys like that. I do also have on my community page a poll, and I'll be putting some more polls up there to get some opinion on you guys on what you like to see or what you don't like to see. Okay. So thank you so much for being here, Capricorn. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.